So, hey guys, Chauzu here. So, this is my July 2024 Legend tier list, and this will be the first tier list that is also going to be released to everyone one day after it's live for my members. So to my members, thank you for the continued support, and for those not members, if you want this even earlier, you know what to do. But anyway, for this month we're just going to be adding the new legends. I hope from next month that we can start making some bigger changes now when we will have a bigger community to give me some input on what they think. And obviously we have the natural progression of things where units dropping viability by getting older. That's just the reality of gacha games. But yeah, most legends are from the 10th Anni Strawhats batch, which I have complained a lot about. I don't like what they're doing with it. But yeah, we also have the 6+ Vitro Law, which is pretty cool. So yeah, let's get into it. And some of you might have seen our first edition with the new chopper here, Kizuna Legend Chopper, V3 chopper actually. And yeah, honestly in PvE he's total trash. I didn't give him a single point in any PvP, like Captain Garbage, Special Garbage, can see use, but I don't see him much stronger than a rare recruit really. As for specific modes, I don't see where he'd ever be the go-to pick. His buffs are so incredibly niche. Like in terms of both strength of his buffs and his utility, he feels weaker than 2023 Legends, to be honest. Like, he's incredibly poor. He does seem to be good in PvP though. He's yet another int cerebral, and he also has the effect to speed teams up. So that's been cool, especially when we already have Pudding as an int cerebral to speed teams up, reducing the CT and such. So I look forward to trying that eventually when I pull him. So that's the saving grace for this unit. Otherwise, my tier 0 will be expanded just a little bit. Moving on, we're doing a bit of a big jump here. All the way up to tier 4. And yeah, that's looking good. And yeah, next to Sanji we have Usopp, which feels weird because I'd say that if I had to rate one of them higher, I'd take Sanji every day. Probably one of the better ones of the Straw Hats we've got. Still not that amazing though. But yeah, what tips the scales for Usopp is the viability of his unique mechanic, which is the set target, which basically works as another stackable increased damage taken. And stackable buffs are very important in this game in terms to reach higher damage. And Usopp is the first Dex, Free Spirit and Shooter with this ability. And yeah, you might know that Free Spirit is pretty good, so we're talking about a unit that might have a viable niche to be used to maximize damage for Free Spirit teams, and that's obviously worth giving points first. He got points for Super Boss as well for his value as a special, that is pretty unique. At the same time though, the other unit with this mechanic is Cross-Guild, which is probably a bit underrated by me. I'll try and revisit them. I was a bit salty on their release, didn't like the concept. But yeah, they are obviously better than Usopp. Usopp is basically just set target, nothing else, while they can actually do quite a bit, and I've used them quite a bit as well. So might get a bit of a jump from them when I revisit them. But yeah, Usopp pretty flawed otherwise. Can do guaranteed delay with special or super. But the only way to get the delay conditional is final tap, which is just garbage design, to be honest. Very bad unit, except for that one mechanic. Moving on up to tier 5. We have the new Nami and Robin, both the best ones. I've talked a bit about why Robin is good, and she's just more meta viable, I'd say, in terms of her damage output. When she's captain, she can give you increased damage taken to full immunity, shame multiplier boost, and shame boundaries. That's pretty viable, and the increased damage taken goes to full immunity. Main negative is that you need to heal 30k HP, and she doesn't help with that, which still makes her niche. Her captain ability resists burn as well, which is not the most valuable. I ended up valuing Nami more than I thought though, but that's because I overlooked the sailor that all of these Straw Hats get, which is potential -10 CD when the captain uses a special. And for Nami this is super relevant since she's a special bind remover. So this means that she basically is a double special bind remover and can remove 7 turns special bind. That's near unique, to be honest. And you'd naturally use Nami first to remove special bind, then you maybe use a captain for something, get Nami back, and then maybe final stage you can use Nami again. And that's a very relevant niche, which is why I ended up giving her points for her special and uniqueness. And she got a PvP point too, which Robin didn't get. There's a lot of hype with Nami being put on striker teams, giving Roddy Whitebeard her special back. I also gave Nami a point for other modes, since her Grand Party leader ability is pretty good for similar reasons, but yeah, might be short-lived. At the same time, there's some hype for Nami in Grand Voyage as well. We'll see if anyone can make a team. There's some problems making her work for Grand Voyage all along, which I might talk about in a different video if I can't make it work myself. Finally, getting 6 points, we have the 6+ V3 Law. And yeah, very solid buff. Always saw use in PvP, but he got a little nice extra buff there as well. Haven't looked too closely at it, to be honest. I don't use Sai in PvP, but I know people were happy about that. Captain ability, very much usable now, being able to potentially give you 1 orbs and also resist the spear if you heal enough. And for something like Hurricane Adventures, very easy to set up, since unlike Robin, Law actually helps himself to get that heal. And of course we have his potential to get 3 turns of his shame boundary and orb boost, which is a bit finicky, which I made a video about, but I think it's definitely good enough. And they also added the HP cut to allow some more supports to be used, and most relevantly him giving end of turn damage for 3 turns, really good bonus. So yeah, this Law got the buffs he needed. It's a bit of a shame they didn't add a super to him. It will have been the icing on the cake, but what can you do? So yeah, not the most hype month for units. Nothing about 6 points. I think that's a first. But yeah, we'll see how they finish this. Like, probably mostly going to be Straw Hats for next month at least. But after that, we should have a Super Sugar coming up, maybe for the OPTC One Piece Day celebration in the beginning of August, who knows. But yeah, that's it for this video. Feel free to leave feedback below. And if you have questions about why units are placed where they are, feel free to check the Google Sheet in the description or join my Discord server, where I'm also happy to answer questions. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.